Grand Rising. Well, it's very clear what's going on. The cards, what I feel and everything, my understanding, my knowings of, like I said yesterday, my soul plan, being an influencer, messenger of harmony and balance. The vulnerability of having to be kind of in the spotlight of things and copying people's weird energies of, it was really bizarre, to be honest. Just all of yesterday, the session at the start being about, the laughter of the craziness in the world, and then seeing so much of that craziness, like I had to laugh quite a few times, like really laugh out loud at the madness, but still feeling so much peace within that madness. And even just before the sound healing I did, like I was just showing them on live that I'd set up for it, and there was a few weird comments like, oh, is this like dark magic kind of stuff? It's like, what? So dispelling, I feel like, a lot of that negative energy around that. We had Friday the 13th, just before the weekend. Then I went into those dreams as well. It was all around that. And straight into the movie, weird Beetlejuice movie. But still, I felt so calm and so at home in that energy of dealing with such toxicity, I guess, of the movie. It's about, the dead and stuff. And now moving into today, after yesterday, with responsibility, deluge, and the underworld. Not only that was pretty clear. My responsibility, cleansing, is the deluge, like, and underworld. Then the other cards to go with them. You're not for everyone. Embrace the weirdness. That's my true place. Not alone, isolation, physical connection, and community. I'm not alone. It's just my place in the world. It's just a bit of a fucked up place, I guess. An empathic starseed, absorbing what's not mine, but the deluge is the removing it. Like, I'm a vessel for those energies to come through. It's pretty clear this is our responsibility to cleanse the underworld, from dreams to live streams and just experiencing the toxicity. So it's no wonder why yesterday was so weird. I was preparing myself for the sound healing, which, despite interest on Facebook where I posted it, interest on other places, I thought there might be quite a few more people there, and the YouTube slowly growing. I just want the world to heal, that's all. I don't care about my own personal gain, obviously, and that's why it's my role to be here doing this. But anyway, coherence healing was wonderful this morning. We healed a vagus nerve ourselves. Started to have quite a tightness in my left jaw, which is, I think, a bit of this resistance maybe I've had around having to deal with the jerks in the world. No offense, but I think most guys get it, that he can be quite jerky, literally. So I'm gonna go and get to life and keep remembering about, like we did this morning, we can heal ourselves, all of us. We can all work together to consciously heal each other, and that's what we did. Session. He had never done it before. He got a few different people up, and yeah, they healed themselves. Had like a person who, another exercise was a person who did Reiki, had a Reiki certificate, mastery or whatever, and someone who had Reiki done to them in the past, basically switching the roles and telling the one who hadn't to work on the one who had. Like, it's within us to do this energy work and to know who we are at the core. And I pretty much know who I am now. I don't know how to put it into words still. But yeah, we've got what it takes to evolve. So far I feel today is much better, I guess. Just clearly diving into the darkness of the live streams with the title open book, me being an open book, questions welcomed, and cleansing the darkness. And yeah, some great chats, some of my regular people of the like-minded energy there as well, which is nice. And yeah, cool chats and lots of cards, actually, some card readings that were all accurate. I've already met her once, sort of online, but just more chatting with a girl who's from Melbourne. So yeah, another like-minded soul of the truth and realness of life, which I love it when people are just real. The holes in this make a really cool pattern. And yeah, like I feel so much better cleansing with the full awareness of cleansing the darkness. I think yesterday was more of the vulnerability of that and opening up to it with the vulnerability, and now is just like, yes, that vulnerability is a strength today. Bring it on. And yeah, I'm feeling that within my body too. More of the releasing of this that started this morning, and feeling it travel down my spine as well, especially at the moment. So I'm gonna keep stretching and get on with that. Mary wanting attention. Just some of this deliciousness, some garlic hummus on the bottom, avocado, relish from the farm shop, and artichoke. I was doing dishes and I was live streaming and just put my phone on charge. Just gave Deacon some grass from the area where the horses can't get to. He's hanging around. He's like, any more? My monkey cats are chilling. Yeah. And I've been, I put that away, going through some recipes and other things that I've held on to, and writing out some bits and pieces for some curries to try to teach myself more. But yeah, so organise that stuff. Yeah, still not a lot of work stuff to do, so just floating around with the kitties. It's been a wonderful day. Wonderful as in just floating along still. No high highs, no low lows. Although I did, because I've been, fusking around, busy trying to, I don't know, trying to create, I guess, my own life. And I've told my mum millions of times, like, I can't just be a dumping ground for your stuff. So she told me about her shopping trip. So I was like, you go shopping every day. She's like, oh, I wanted to get away from my stepdad. And I was like, well, I didn't say anything at that moment, but and then she's like, oh, I saw your brother, and it's like, like all this crap that I don't need to hear at all. And I basically said, well, look, I can't be listening to your stuff all the time. I mean, you don't even believe in the stuff that I'm doing. Like, I actually said, like, you basically think that I'm delusional or something. And yeah, and she basically ended up agreeing that she doesn't believe in my stuff. So it's like, okay, well, I can't talk to you about my stuff. My whole life, I can't talk to you about it. She's done this basically my whole life. She doesn't want to know about anything. It's always just been all about her. So, yeah. That was it. So I continuously asked you to respect my boundaries, and you still either you forget or you don't care. So it was good. At least it was a short conversation and I could get on with my stuff. But that's probably about the most exciting thing that's happened all day, which is just, again, I handled it well. Like I said, I'm pretty emotionally free of lots of things now, which is great. But what to do with this beautiful, wise energy that I have within inside me? Obviously, just doing the lives and tapping into people, helping people where I can. And that's it. I feel so comfortable in this darkness, with the dreams. It even have showed me so comfortable here. I do much prefer the sun. I went outside in the sun for a bit, actually. Yeah. Something I did want to say was regarding this video that I just finished watching. Monica Schmidt, I've mentioned her court case against the police. She won, and ultimately, in a way, it didn't pay out. She was offered, it was $15,000 with nothing public going out there. Just she'd get the money for being falsely arrested, and that'd be it. But the courts, the police, they chose to spend taxpayers' money and take her to court. So she represented herself all on her own. She doesn't have a lot of money. She doesn't have a team of lawyers to represent her, yada yada yada. Maybe if she did, they'd be offering her more money. But basically she won in the end, which was basically nothing, what she won in the court. It was less than $15,000. But they've turned around and given her, she says, despite my victory, I've been ordered to pay $240,000 to the government for having the audacity to reject their hush money. For basically for taking them to court, she has to pay, even though she won. How is that? You tell me, what is the government spending all of your money on? Because we sure don't get to see any of it. Court cases and protecting themselves and what? So they can parade about doing fancy things in the world. Oh, look at us. We have fancy signs and fancy roads. Come visit Australia. It's not very cool, is it? Day's basically over. Pretty cold outside again, even though it was nice-ish today. The sun was shining, but it wasn't exactly warm. But yeah, my jaws and my neck feeling fantastic. Everything's feeling pretty, like I said earlier, it's like really steady and nice. Yeah, just continuing to do what I do. Just finished making a little instructional kind of video. Or some of my life coaching. Yeah, just surprises and surprises and surprises. Gonna have to wait and see what happens with all these things, but definitely feeling the support and some understanding of my mission, at least. Still isn't coming from outside, like close to me, which, you know, it's fine. I'd much rather be alone than have friends or family around me that are just pretending to like me or believe in things. And again, I've been keep seeing 144 like crazy, and I did just a second ago. And 222 has been coming up a shit ton today. And I had a quick Google because I don't know them all off by heart, that's for sure. And it's, yeah, fortune in, yeah, business and relationships and all that stuff. So yeah, may not feel like I'm overly successful, quite similar to the Monica Schmidt stuff, but standing up for what's right is always going to be what's right. Sweet dreams for today. Oh, and there was someone joined my live with the name Dark Pope 111. And they said they knew me from my YouTubes. So no one is from my live streams is going to know me from my YouTubes. Very weird. But I'm not a fan of the dark priests. So interesting. But definitely no fear anywhere near me. I welcome them to try to take me on. Live or die, I came here for a reason. Sweet dreams.